So we're back at it. Another Sunday, another absorbency test. And today we have the Lighthouse Kids diapers. I purchased the Supreme from Nikki's back in January with my own money in an attempt to just tell you about it, because this is a pretty hyped up diaper, and I imagine when they do their next release there will be a lot of hype again, and it will be interesting to see if they do any revisions to this, if they change it in any way. So today we're going to talk about the absorbency numbers on the Lighthouse Kids Supreme and the absorbency number on the one size diaper as well. I did receive this one size diaper from Lagoon Baby to do a review a couple of years ago. That's on my personal blog, and I will link it down below if you want to check that out. In general, I don't reach for this diaper if it's a little bit small and its absorbency is weak. I know that it is touted as one of the most absorbent all-in-ones on the market, but it's not. This diaper took a long time to prep, the Supreme. Well, not a long time, it just took longer than I expected. A lot of the times I talk about how bamboo doesn't really need to be obsessively prepped, and for the most part that is true. Usually you can wash bamboo once, you put it in some water and it sinks. This bad boy, I washed it once or twice, and then I went to go do a initial absorbency number, and it still kind of floated, so it still had some oils in there. I'm not really sure what, they say it's 100% bamboo, and it is a knit, so I'm not really sure what was causing that reaction. It's very uncharacteristic of products that I've experienced, and then I did get it absorbing a solid, consistent amount. If you're not familiar with this diaper, it is a bigger diaper fitting 15 to 45 pounds. It was released earlier this year by Lighthouse Kids Company, and it's essentially their one size diaper made bigger, and then it comes with a insert, or honestly I'm just going to call this a pre-fold because that's what this is. So it's 4 layers of bamboo with a layer of stay dry, and you fold it in half and you get 8 layers. I know they call this an 8-layer insert. Honestly, 4-layer pre-fold that you fold in half. Very similar to the idea of the Apple Cheeks, AMP, or Nuggles pre-folds, and it's not a snap-in, it's an additional product in the diaper. So I don't really feel that this is part of the all-in-one number. It's like this, the Supreme holds this much, and then when you add the Lighthouse Kids pre-fold, it holds this much. I really think that this is just a pre-fold, and you could buy any pre-fold or you could buy any insert or booster to make an all-in-one like this diaper perform to the levels that they claim. You could easily take a Bum Genius Elemental, add a Geffen Baby or a Hemp Baby pre-fold to it, and now you suddenly have a overnight wetter solution. Is that all they've done essentially is given you a bigger diaper and sold you a pre-fold with it to make it more absorbent. There's nothing wrong with that, but let's just be careful about our marketing and language around this product. I don't even, like, it's even more than a booster. I really think we should be having a conversation that this is Lighthouse Kids pre-fold, or Lighthouse Kids pre-fold, pre-flat, pre-fold, rectangular insert, if you watch that video. So Lighthouse Kids calls this an extreme heavy wetter diaper. What does that mean? What does that mean? There's no sort of standard in the industry, but if you watch my show, I'm going to let you know what my standard is. So to me, an overnight heavy wetter is somebody who needs 20 to 30 ounces of liquid. If you're an extreme heavy wetter, to me that means you need more than 30 ounces for your cloth diapering experience. So that's the terminology that I frequently use on this channel in this space. It might and will differ from everyone else. So if you've been watching me, you know that to me an extreme heavy wetter is something over 30 ounces. And just so we all know, we're all on the same page. And that information and those kinds of distinctions are really going to vary across the industry. And my absorbency tests are always a full saturation number. My absorbency tests are done 3 times, and my experience might be different than yours. I'm just providing a scale of reference that you can check out over at my Cloth Diaper Podcast blog to understand how this diaper performs with other diapers. This is the first time that I am doing an all-in-one testing. I've been really skeptical about how to do all-in-one testing because I don't really want to get this part of the diaper wet. Thankfully, the Lighthouse Kids is a bookfold design where I was able to just soak it in a bowl and avoid getting this diaper wet. So I weighed the entire diaper dry, and then I soaked this in a bowl for about a minute, which I always do. I let it drip dry, then I folded it back up, folded it into a nice neat pile, weighed it again, and that's how I'm getting my absorbency numbers. Full saturation numbers might not be realistic for real world experience, but they work for what I'm doing, and they provide that consistency that we need to see in cloth diaper absorbency tests. Also guys, I usually do a cost per ounce at the end of videos. I won't be doing a cost per ounce today because this was introduced at an introductory price at $26.99 US, and we don't know what it's going to cost when it's released again. So $26.99 was actually a screaming deal for what you're getting, because I think that this diaper alone is worth $26.99. If we look at other bamboo inserts that hold this much liquid, they're about $10. So let's start with the one size diaper. The one size diaper consistently held 7.2 ounces. That means I got 7.1, 7.3, and 7.2 ounces. It's not a lot. Or small bamboo booster, which is just 2 layers of material, and I got 1.5, 1.6, and 1.5 ounces. That does make it comparable to a super small cotton doubler from Thirsties. If you want to know how this compares to other all-in-ones, I'm not entirely sure. I don't have any lists. We will work on that later this year. I did go over to All About Cloth Diapers list, and this would be at the bottom of our all-in-one list. We're going to do a pour over test right now, and you can see how it performs with 7.2 plus 1.5, what is that? 8.7 ounces poured over it. So the booster is tucked here in the middle, and we are going to pour over the cumulative 8.7 ounces that this holds, and we're going to see how it performs. Oh no, we have a leak, Walter, we have a leak! We have a leak! I mean, it's not uncommon for bamboo to flood. We all know that. We all know that.
No,
yeah?
Now.
It's a pretty slow absorber, hey?
Mommy.
Oh, no, I don't need any help.
Yeah, I'm half.
Okay, so the knit was pretty slow to absorb, but we got it. The leaking here is not bad, really. We have seen worse leaking with bamboo knits. It does leak through. Pretty good compression loss. That's pretty average for a knit bamboo. It's actually holding it in really well. I would expect that because it didn't travel the entire length of the diaper fast enough for the pee. And I did end up with a sopping wet diaper. Now the Supreme diaper, I'm not really surprised by my findings. It's in line with what I was expecting. The diaper itself held 8.8, 9.1, and 8.7 ounces, fairly consistent, and that's an average of 8.9 ounces. So it's almost 2 ounces more absorbent than the one size. Now the pre-fold insert thing is where the bulk of the absorbency is. This insert held 12.7, 12.7, and 12.8 ounces, so super consistent, and that's an average of 12.7 ounces. So not bad, like 12.7 ounces, that's what a lot of work-at-home mom flats hold. That's what the Nuggles size 2 2-ply bamboo holds. That's what the Apple Cheeks 3-ply bamboo, I believe, also holds. So it is thirsty and absorbency, and this is where you're going to get the bulk of your absorbency. When you pair this with this, you get a 21.8 ounces. It does make it more absorbent than the Grovia 1, which All About Cloth Diapers Jen has posted about around 18 ounces. So it is more absorbent without the microfiber and bamboo. And we're going to take a look at how it performs. And I'm going to add the booster on the inside. I'm going to also fold this inwards because we all know that microfleece doesn't really react. That is a hefty sandwich. I weighed out 21.8 ounces of water, the full capacity of this diaper. This has been washed a ton, guys, like 2 months straight.
red.
So part of the reason it's not leaking yet is purely the bulk, that there is so many layers there. Oh, interesting. It's it maxed out at like the front and the back. Walter, can you please stop helping? This is what happens when you take away your kids' tablets. You suddenly have super duper helpers. Does this blue remind you of a Tampax commercial yet? Oh wow. Alright, all in, not bad. This is about average spillage, leakage that we get from other bamboo knits out there. I don't really, like, this is not uncommon. This is a typical reaction with a lot of cloth diapers, that when they get oversaturated, they do well. The TPU on this seems to have performed quite well, much better than my other one, I think. If you recall, it soaked right through. Like, maybe that's the age of the TPU. This has really held up well. We have a little bit of leaking here in the elastics. That's not about it. So let's squish this bad boy and we'll see how it compresses. Oh, nice. That's a solid hold. Good hold. This is a tight weave and it's really... Please stop. This is a tight weave and it's really showing that it holds onto the liquid. However, it doesn't seem to be very good at sucking it back up, making it definitely a little bit slow to absorb. Especially if I think like about Terry's, but this performs like I would expect it to be. That's your questions answered. If you have any more questions, drop them down below. Here. All right. As always, I do love knowing what your experiences with these diapers are. I know a lot of people use these diapers, especially the one size, and they claim that it's the only diaper that ever worked for them. I wonder if a part of that has to do with the bamboo being just a really great absorber. I think that a lot of the marketing around these products is a little bit gimmicky, but the Supreme is a great great big diaper. I really commend Lighthouse Kids for creating all-in-one that can fit bigger kids. There's not a lot of all-in-ones out there that do fit bigger kids. It does mean that this is kind of a size 1 diaper and this is kind of a size 2 diaper, but it's a great all-in-one diaper. I really hope that in the future they release this without the pre-fold. This is so bulky. I don't really like using it. Instead, I would just use this diaper with a hemp baby's hemp insert at night to give me the 15 ounces I need for my daughter, but I loved how it fit both kids, and I just will be interesting to see where they take this product in the future and how they evolve with it. But those are the numbers that I got, and I will till next week. Bye.